Okay.
All right, collectors, here we are again. This is our Down the Cellar video number 45, and today is 25 August 2022. You remember last time when I was talking about the middle 80s, I discussed how I had a horrific robbery and lost everything in September of 1985, and a lot of collectors wrote and said, well, you know, what did you lose? And I had told you guys that all the money I had saved and put into buying inventory so I could go into the business was there, and it was $225,000, which was the amount that it cost for the items. But I want you to remember that was at that time. Things like I had a chained SA high leader stolen that I had bought from a veteran, and in fact I took a 3-year loan out to pay for it. It cost $5,000 at the time, which today, of course, those are at least $50,000 daggers. And the worst part was that I hadn't paid the loan off yet either when that was stolen. But boy, I hate just even thinking about some of this stuff. But I had an original Paul Mueller Damascus SA dagger that had Mueller's father's initials on the tang of it. It was a beautiful thing with a gold motto on it, real. I lost that. I had a Stone Mint NPEA leader's dagger by Carl Eichhorn. I'll never forget it. It was beautiful. I bought it from Dr. Distelhorst, and I remember it had the number 4 stamped on the back of it. So if anybody's got that one in your collection, you better keep it to yourself. And then a lot of other things. I mean, there was probably 7 or 8 chained SS daggers, maybe 15 SS daggers, all kinds of regular pieces. I remember there was a beautiful C Customs. I remember I had a presented watch to a 25-year employee from IG Farben, and I really loved that watch, and of course that was gone too. But just tons and tons of things that I have a whole list of all the stuff. It was there was probably a lot of AH formal silverware also. So those were the things, and people have asked, well, did you ever get any of it back? And the answer is no, I never did. And the problem, there were 2 brothers from Detroit that were seen in the parking lot at the Cincinnati show prior to when this happened, and they're the ones that apparently did the robbery. They were mostly in the stolen Corvette business, but they also dabbled in militaria, and we think they had the keys or knew how to get the keys to my car, because the car was stolen, was taken to a motel a couple miles away, and then everything was emptied from the car and put apparently into a van, and back to Detroit it went apparently. And I did have the FBI involved in the case, and it was very, very difficult to get anything done with it, and it just turned into years of frustration. And I found out years later that the reason that nothing was really done was that these 2 brothers were informants, and apparently they were more important than I was with a load of Nazi stuff, I guess. But anyhow, that's all I can really tell you about all this. I really never saw any of the other pieces again. The chained SA leader dagger did turn up last year at the Mac show, but I missed it, and somehow it got to Russia before I could get it. So, but what can you say? So, anyhow, that was the end of that adventure, and I was talking about the 80s, and at this time too, Tom Johnson and I, along with Jack Staley, we formed the Mac Show, and that went on to become the best show in the world, and we ran that for 30 years, and we sold it a number of years ago to OBMS. So that took up an awful lot of time in the late 80s while I was still trying to get my business back together. So I had a lot to do in the 80s, particularly with the Macs, and I'll tell you about some of that as videos go on, but we had some very, very exciting times that were really good for the hobby in general, and with the Mac Show we established a lot of ground rules for what shows should be. I mean, we had seminar programs, we had an auction that we ran on Saturday night. It was just a wonderful experience, and in those days we would have attendance of about 3,000 people, not to include the dealers, which was just unheard of in the military of business. So it was a lot of fun. So with that, excuse me, time for a pop. Cheers to you guys. Ah, yes. Got to make that first one a little bit too strong, and time to light up a cigar. That last cigar in the last down the cellar Robbie had given me, and boy, that was a biggie. There was smoke all over the place. So we'll get started. Before I get into the new stuff, I showed you this last time. This SS banner on the bugle came in, which is a tremendous thing, but I neglected to show you, and we'll look at it now, but it's not just a trumpet. If you look here, you can see that there is, the trumpet is RZM marked also, and the banner that's on the trumpet, as far as I know, is original to the trumpet, and it is absolutely an original banner. So this is quite a piece. I like it a lot. That being said, go to the next thing here. It's like kind of a small envelope that came in. It was kind of not a real busy last week, but you know, we're in the middle of the summer right now, so things kind of slow down. But we do the best we can here, and hopefully there'll be something of interest to you guys. Let's see what we got. It's always good to get a little letter. Let's see what this is all about. I guess you guys are getting ready to get your kids back to school and all that kind of stuff now, and pretty soon the leaves will be coming down and we'll get some nice fall weather. And then of course the Mac Show is coming up, and the week of September the 15th, that's going to be in York, Pennsylvania, and I hope a lot of you guys are planning to attend. It's going to be a great show, and the location is really nice too, so get your reservations in if you haven't already. What is this? Aha. Oh, this is a rather good thing. This is an AH knife, but it has the special monogram that was used at the little tea house that Hitler and Ava used to visit in the afternoon for tea and apple strudel or whatever. So that's a very, very good piece. And I know they're authentic because I got a piece from that area that was still in the photo album of a veteran. I showed that to you a while back. Let's see what this one is here. This is a spoon that's a different pattern, but this is a recognizable pattern that we've seen before on AH. So those are both good things. And let's see what else is in here. One more, it looks like. Here's another one from the tea house. Very good things here. See that interesting monogram, the way it's done? Very nice items. I see the knife has a Wellner mark on the blade, and let's see what these are marked on the back. They're I can't, even with my glasses, I can't see anything, but maybe Robbie can pick up the markings on them. I think they're 800, but
yeah, they're both Wellner.
Both Wellner, and both 800 or 90.
90.
Collectors, when we see 90 on a piece, it means that it's silver plated. 90 being about 1/10 silver, which is what you see on silver plated items. Okay, that's good, and we go to the next group of things. I like silverware, and it's really starting to come into its own these days. Let's see what this one is. My trusty Bob Burns box cutter here. Let's see, this box looks like it's from Canada. You shall see what's in there. Needs a toast. Ah, yeah. A fastidious packer here, this man. Double taped on the inside too. Oh no, that was just the lid. Okay, and here's a letter that, oh boy, it lists a number of things here. Well, we'll start out and see what we got. I like this. Don't you guys like this? Not knowing what's in the box, and wow, look at this. It's kind of fun to see what surprises there will be, and wow, this is, wow. Look at that, Ob. Isn't that fantastic?
It's railway.
Well, guys, this has got to be a railway
Railway general.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's certainly an officer.
It's definitely an officer.
But isn't that a beauty? Look at that with the colored cords, and
yeah, that's fantastic.
It's just a real dark blue wool color in absolute perfect condition. Yeah, it's got the maker and the guy's original guy's name in it. And the kid's skin is really nice on it. Yeah, I like that a lot. You like that one, Ob?
Yeah, it's a nice cap. Don't burn it.
No, I'm going to try not to. I'll put this over so I keep it a little fresh again. Away from my cigar, I hope.
Wow, that's the nicest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's real cool. I like that. That's a cool piece. Let's see what else could be in here. Something that's taped to the box. What could this be, guys? I think I'm much more exciting than that railway cap. Wow. Ooh. I didn't think those railway guys had such style. Did you? Wow. Oh. Wow, look at here. This is a Studentenbund HJ knife. This insignia wiggles too. See it wiggling in there? All the enamel looks good. Paint looks good. The finish looks good. Wow. A beautiful, beautiful blade on it. Yeah, this is a really a first-rate piece. Let's see who the maker is on it. Oh, it's an M13 Schuttelhofer. But let me tell you, that's looks all original to me, and I like it very much. Mint blade. We don't see many of them, Ob.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, it looks really good. Let's see what else could be in here. Another bag of something. Well, here we go. Here's a under the tunic naval belt with the loops for the hangers. Looks like a pair of Army shoulder boards. And wow, here's a nice, a very nice naval dress buckle. Yeah, look at there. That's really a nice part with the catch and so forth. Isn't that a beauty? All the gilt is still on it. Well, let's see what we got here. Looks like a couple of first-class iron crosses. People are always looking for them, so that's always good to see them come in. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that looks like a real nice one there. As does this one. And I think the pin's marked on the back of that one, it looks like to me. With this one, I don't think so, but they look pretty nice though, both of them. Decent condition, right, Ob?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look bad at all. No, so that's some pretty good stuff. I like this this box.
Yeah, it's a good box.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I wonder what the green is, mountain or something. I'll have to look that up. I know you guys know all this stuff, and you're probably thinking that Whitman is so stupid. He knows nothing about nothing. And you got to remember, guys, that my field is, you know, edge weapons, and when I get this other stuff in, I mean, it's fine too, but I'm not an expert on a lot of these other things. But you know, in order to be in this business, you can't make a living just on daggers. You have to offer everything to everybody. And I always say I have things for $20 and $20,000. So that's what I try to do. Yes, sir. Wow. Yeah, that baby's pretty strong. Ooh, man. Let's see what we got next here. Here's a poster I got this week that I like very much. It's a Hitler Youth, and we set it down, and it's a little gray with age, but it's still in perfect condition, and a great little recruitment item here, I think. I like that a lot. And then along with it, I got an NSFK recruiting piece. Take this out of the way, and I think this is really cool too. You've got the Icarus in the back there. You guys know who Icarus was in mythology. He flew too close to the sun with his wax wings, and you know what happened next. So a nice airplane, and then there's youth that are flying model airplanes underneath. So it's a nice kind of a recruitment poster for the NSFK. I like that a lot too. Hope you guys like it. I enjoy having stuff like this once in a while. The frame looks like it's been on it a real long time, but that's okay. And I like this youth one too. So that's pretty good stuff. And let's see what next we have here. This other piece here. Yeah. Let's see what this is. Well, I like the bag so far. Fitting. Yeah, that's all that's going to be in there. And a little letter. And, alright. Something about an SA dagger. Let's see here. I think the man wants to sell this piece. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh man, this is cool. Did we have this once before, Rob?
Yep.
I believe we did.
Yes, we have. There's only one of these.
There's only one. It's got all the places where the vet was during the war. Just tremendous work here, the way that's done. And the rest of the dagger looks pretty nice too. Let's see the. Oh, it's an EP&S early dagger.
Let me see the date on the bottom of the grip. There's a date on there.
Oh yeah. It looks like 3/23/45. So that was a month or so before the war ended. Yeah, what a cool piece. I see the hanging ring is gone from the scabbard, but the writing on the grip more than makes up for that. Man, that's a neat thing. I like that. You guys like that? That's really nicely done, isn't it? You know, a lot of times when we see things that veterans had added onto a dagger, you know, Germany, 1945 or something, that doesn't turn many people on. But when you see something like this really is exciting. At least it is to me. So I like that a lot. That's a good thing. Now moving right along here, let's see, got kind of a bigger box here. Take a look at this and see what it is. Like my cigar once. And a little sip. Yeah. Let's see what we got in this big box here. Looks like we got a letter. This is a few extra items. All right, we can always use a few extra items. Let's see what these all are here. This looks like some kind of book or something. Not going to come apart too easy. It's a bigger job than it looks. Thank goodness for the Bob Burns cutter here. Oh yeah, I remember he said he was going to send us, yeah, this is a wonderful book. I'm going to move the box off here a minute. For you collectors that may not know this book, Die Neue Reichskanzlei, the new Reich Chancellery. This was a book that was published when the Chancellery first opened up, and it's a fantastic book that shows the whole Reich Chancellery from inside and out. Tremendous pictures of everything, all the architecture and work that was done in it, and just a really beautiful book. Hitler's office and his painting there of Frederick the Great, I guess it was, and just look at the beautiful table setting. If the picture's good enough, maybe we can see if there's any monogram on the silverware. But there's a world of history in this book, showing all the beautiful work that Speer did in the Reich Chancellery. And as you guys know, the Chancellery was built in 1 year, and it was opened in 1938. And then the Russians completely destroyed it in 1945, knocked everything down, ruined all the marble, made some statues out of the marble. See, look at there. I mean, but what a tremendous book here. And these books are quite rare and very, very desirable. So I'm glad to have that. A really good collectible item there. Let's see what else is in this box. There's a couple things in here. Let's see what's in these items. Oh, it looks like some campaign shields or whatnot. Yeah, there's a Kuban shield with the back missing from it, and this looks like a Shako police insignia, you think? It's not bent, but it looks like it to me. It's got the studs on the back of it.
I've seen something like that before. I don't think it's for a Shako. I think it's for a pouch, lapel, or something like that.
It may be. Could be. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's real. I can see that. Lost my cutter here. How could that have happened?
It's right there.
Where? Oh, it's inside of all this stuff there. Let's see what we got here. some insignia here. It looks like a police type insignia.
That's
Wow.
fire police, I believe.
Fire police, you're right. Oh, and a good early hanger, can always use them. A couple of wound badges here. Well, we never run out of wound badges. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. So that's it there. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, looks to me like a bayonet ob. Yeah. Oh, a nice one too. Wow, good condition all the way. Beautiful. Long one. And still got the felt in there. And let's see if it's just a regular. Yeah, but in nice condition. An FW Holler. Yep. Very, very nice with the. It's just about mint throughout. Yeah, that's a nice bayonet. See if anything else is in here. Ah, good. A nice Hitler Youth knife too. Yes, sir. Yeah, this looks very good. The plating is nice. The grips are nice. The enamel looks okay. A little wear on it, but it looks okay. The strap is good. Oh, it's got a motto on the blade. Looks like the tip is a little bit gnarled there, but still a nice thing. And this one is made by 736, which was Horster. But that's not a bad piece. Maybe I could hammer that a little bit and straighten that out. It doesn't look too bad. It's probably something the kid stuck it in the tree and went like that. You know how kids do stuff like that. He probably threw it into a tree and trying to get it out. All right, that's the contents there. So, what am I going to do with all this stuff here? On this way. Some interesting things, huh, guys? Stuff that was hanging around his house. He wanted to put to use, I guess. Or some guys say, my wife wanted it out of the house. So there we are. Okay, guys, a couple more boxes to go. I hope you're still awake. I'm doing the best I can. Let's see here. This must be swords, I guess, because of the length of the box, but we'll see. You never know. Oh, take the bubble wrap to the box. You never be too careful, I guess. It's rather difficult getting to it, however. Alright, that's that part. Let's see if the rest is a little easier here. Boy, double boxed, and and look at the wrap job here. Huh? This man doesn't trust the post office. Well, that's good though. Good way to be, because we've seen a lot of stuff that can happen in the post office. Although my buddy Dave in the post office, he always denies it happened there. It must have been someplace else. It never happened in Moorestown. And I believe him. Because my guys at the post office, they really look out for me. And I mean, they're so good, they even carry heavy boxes into the car for me. I mean, where are you going to get that any other place? Just a great post office in Morristown. Can't say more about them, and they're #1 on my Christmas list too. You gotta take care of the people that take care of you. And old Dave and Billy over there, the two guys, boy, you couldn't get better people. And then the mailman himself, a man named Omar. Boy, is he great too. Brings a lot of boxes and always good humored about it. And, just great people. I know a lot of people are always complaining about the post office, and maybe some of it they deserve, but there's a lot of really nice people that work in the post office also. I can personally vouch for that. Boy, this guy is trying to wrap up Fort Worth here. All that, and all I did was get the pieces separated. Wow.
Fort Worth? What's that supposed to be?
Huh?
Fort Worth?
Yeah, I mean, boy, oh boy. I'll get this all open and it'll be $150 Army NCO sword in here. This is,
With no wire on the grip.
yeah, with no wire on the grip. Well, we're still trying to get to these two swords here. Bob stopped the camera and he helped get some of the paper off of both of them, but we still got more wrapping here. Just this guy is really shipping Fort Knox here, from what I can see. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, there is a limit on how much of this stuff you really need, and it just gets a little crazy after a while. Well, let's see what we got here.
Well, we should have used rubber bands instead of the tape, and it would have been
Yeah.
easy.
Now this is a pack sword, and oh yeah, this is worth doing a good job on the wrapping. This is a rare sword collector. As you can see, it's a lion head. It's got real bulgy round eyes instead of the usual faceted kind, and a nice pack crossguard. But what is special about it, if you look on the P guard here, you can see that up at the top is a Luftwaffe eagle. Can you catch that, Ob?
Oh yeah.
That we believe that this sword was offered by PAC to Fallschirmjäger people also. There were some Fallschirmjäger in the Army, but it may have been offered to the Luftwaffe too. But it's a very rare sword. I've only had a couple of these over the years. I think it's packed before. Yeah, it's an early pack. Beautiful blade, and the early Siegfried trademark there. That sword's from about 1937, no later than that, by the trademark. And I mean, that P guard with the Luft Eagle on it is pretty cool. A very rare sword. So I guess I can see why he packed it like Fort Knox. All right, that's that one. I like this sword. I'm glad to have it. I'm sure somebody else will too. That's a key piece. And let's see if we can get to this other treasure here. I got most of the paper off, and we're down to a gray sword bag. Now let's see what could be in here.
Looks like an original bag.
It's a police kind of a SS kind of a bag, and the bag is perfect too. There's no mothing in it at all. That's very unusual to see.
That sword looks very long too.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Wow. Yeah, this is this is really a honey. Wow, look at the condition of that. Collectors, that's an SS EM sword, but just really in the best of condition. Look at all the black that's between the Wotan's knot and so forth, and all of the lacquer is still on the ebony grip. And then the pommel, of course, will have the SS runes. Yeah, SS runes on the top of the pommel. And what else is great about it too? The scabbard. The scabbard paint is as good as you'll ever see. There's one little ding here. I don't know why that is, but the scabbard paint is tremendous. Ooh. And the blade is absolute mint with the matte finish. No maker mark on it with the white washer, and that's a really premier SS NCO sword. Now, you like that one, Ob?
No cultures liking on the.
Well, we can take a look at that. Not on the hilt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the scabbard throat.
Just impossible.
You get that, baby? See it in the dirt there?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's also a premier sword. So I guess I can't be too critical of this man wrapping things up in good order like that. It would be a shame for something to happen to two great pieces like that. Thank you, sir. I like both of those. All right. And if you got time, I got one more box, guys. Just one more. And we'll see what we got here. As long as I'm wasting your time. The last box, guys. I hope there's something good in here. Boy, those swords were nice, huh? Man, I love to see swords in that condition, and rare swords too. That Fallschirmjäger model, that's something you don't see.
No, you don't see that one. We've had one that I remember.
I've only had, I think, 2 or 3 over all these years. Well, it looks like we got a free garbage bag here. And let's see what this is. Looks like some kind of a tunic, guys. Let's see what this is. Well, it's a pretty thing. It's Army, obviously, and oh, it's got a mountain troop thing on it. Yeah, it's an Army mountain troop parade dress. And collectors, I know you see parade dress uniforms, but not in mountain troop. See all the green trim on everything, and the aglet, and the sleeves have the green trim. This is a very beautiful, very beautiful. What do they call them? Waffen rocks.
Mm-hmm.
With the belt inside, perfect silk lining. Let me just hold it up, see how it looks and all.
That's a big one. I think that one would fit you.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tunic, and the back of it. It looks like it's absolutely perfect, and it's that real soft doe skin wool, you know. Yes, sir. Well, for those of you who are collecting Waffen rocks, I'll bet you never saw an original mountain troop. Wow, with the original insignia and all, and got some ribbon cords and loops here. Just one loop, I guess. Maybe just a wound badge, huh? I don't know. It was worn that low, but I like that a lot. I hope you guys do too. So I don't have any more boxes, so that'll be the end of our boxing number 45. I hope you enjoyed it. There was some kind of interesting stuff there, like there always is. And hang in there. We'll be around again next week, I guess. And don't forget about the Mac show coming up in September. I want to see you all there. I'd like to shake a lot of hands and put a face to all these people I know from the email. It's much nicer when we can actually meet each other. I always enjoy that. So, okay, we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.